Hello, welcome to another episode of What Nobody Told Me After 65. It's your lady on the go, lady in the know, Miss Info. This is the Information Nation, where knowledge is shared and wisdom exchanged for the betterment of a people. Well, let's get started. I want to talk to you today about this huge e-commerce company that's taken over the U.S. Online marketing, online sales. I think they're trying to outdo Amazon. What's the name of this company? Temu. T-E-M-U. Yeah, you might have heard of them. They got a commercial on television. I think it says, shop like a billionaire. Not a millionaire, shop like a billionaire. Temu is an e-commerce company that connects consumers with millions of merchandise partners, manufacturers, and brands. It is committed to offering the most affordable quality products to enable consumers and merchandise partners to fulfill their dreams in an inclusive environment. What does Temu mean? Temu means team up, price down. I don't understand that, but it's very simple. Temu ships all of its products from suppliers and manufacturers using experienced and very reliable logistics out of China. Temu's shipping origins can vary depending on the product being purchased, but mostly they're shipped from China. What is Temu's strengths? Temu brings the best merchandise partners, manufacturers, and brands of all sizes right to your doorstep. They do this with their ability to source the best products, their experience in managing complex logistical supply chains. Remember, they're coming from out of China into the U.S. and other parts of the world, and they're doing a real good job of it. And they use the business model consumer to manufacturing. So whatever comes to you, there is no middleman. What are their values? They value empowerment. Everyone deserves to live the life they dream of having. They value inclusion and diversity, respect and embrace differences. They value integrity, honest, ethical, and trustworthy. And they value being socially responsible. They do good for the world. Those are all great buzzwords. They sound good. They hit all the points. Tickle your ears. Save your money. But who are they really? I found an article online that was written in December of 2022 in Time.com, which is a subsidiary of Time magazine. The article is entitled "The Truth About Temu, the most downloaded new app in America." In December of 2022, for the last 2 months, TikTok wasn't being downloaded. YouTube was not being downloaded, nor Instagram. The most downloaded app from the App Store was Temu. Now, they didn't even exist 4 months prior to December. Wasn't even around. And they just jumped right in and overtook the market. However, this company is a subsidiary of a giant e-commerce company in China called Pinduoduo. But they have begun to develop a reputation for undelivered packages, mysterious charges, incorrect orders, and unresponsive customer service. That doesn't sound good. Temu has already been subjected to more than 30 complaints at the Better Business Bureau. They have a customer rating of less than 1.5 stars. If you get less than 1 star, you have a 0. Pinduoduo, the major company, was founded in 2015 by Chinese businessman and software engineer Colin Huang. On the 7th of June in 2018, the Legal Evening News reported that Pinduoduo had been investigating their own company and had shut down stores and removed listings that violated its platform policy. Remember all them great things that I was telling you that they stand for? They have a policy against pornography and violence, and these stores were violating that, and they shut them down after the newspaper reported them. In January of 2019, like about 6 months later, Pinduoduo reported to the police that they had been hacked and that there was a loophole in their system that allowed the hackers to steal tens of millions of yuan worth of vouchers. Yuan must be their money. During COVID-19 in China in 2020, Pinduoduo started a program that assisted rural Chinese farmers with selling their products to customers. Mind you, these farmers were out in the boondocks. They're already off the grid. And with the shutdown of the pandemic, they weren't surviving. They weren't making any money. And so Pinduoduo came up with an online presence for these farmers. They launched Duo Maikai, a service which enables consumers to pre-order groceries for pickup at designated locations. Sounds like Amazon. In July of 2022, a Shanghai court dismissed a local resident's lawsuit accusing Pinduoduo of cheating in a promotional event. In September of 2022, Pinduo's sister company, Temu, was launched in the U.S., and in 2023, Pinduo changed its legal domicile from Shanghai to Dublin, Ireland. That's a strange move. In 2018, Pinduoduo came under scrutiny following a rash of negative press calling the company out for inferior and imitation products. The company responded with an open letter stating that it had, in a single week in August, shut down more than 1,000 stores, taken down more than 4 million listings, and blocked 450,000 suspected counterfeit goods that were being listed on their sites. The company also disclosed that it had removed 500,000 items and closed more than 40 stores in February of 2020. They did that, they said, to protect consumers from counterfeit and substandard masks that were being sold by merchants hoping to profit off of the COVID-19 pandemic. Remember those N95 masks? They were like the top of the top. They were counterfeit all over the place. And I remember one hospital reporting that they had gotten a whole batch of illegal N41 or N whatever they were masks. Hospitals. In 2023, Google removed Pinduoduo's app from the Play Store after a Chinese cybersecurity firm found malware in the app versions that were carried in Chinese app stores. 2 days after releasing an update to address their concerns, Pinduoduo disbanded the team of engineers and product managers who had developed the apps. A majority of the team was transferred to Temu, working in various departments. Way to go. 6 cybersecurity teams interviewed by CNN, including Finnish, Russian, and U.S. firms, as well as Chinese cybersecurity firms, all labeled Pinduoduo as malware or potential malware. Now, here in the U.S., Temu is being sued under a class action lawsuit in like 5 states. I didn't get a chance to run it, but they got a lot going on for such a new company. In 2024, the Financial Times and the Wall Street Journal reported that Pinduoduo uses surveillance and non-compete lawsuits against former employees who leave to work for rivals. That's shady. Temu's business model, if it catches on, and it has, could have major implications for the U.S. retailer and the global supply chain in coming years. Now, most of this report was from 2019. We already see how they are overtaking the market. So what is Temu and how does it work? Temu could leave some users questioning whether it's legit. On top of really cheap consumer goods, Temu boasts opportunities to earn credits through spin the wheel games, or if you convince your friends to join, you get credits, and those credits can be used to buy merchandise. Now, I've purchased from Temu, and ever since I purchased from them, they have been in my texts. Oh my God, every few minutes I'm getting, you have won. Here's a coupon. Here's 100% off. I mean, their business model is fierce. Now, over the last couple of months, posts praising Temu spread like wildfire across Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Though many of them use glowing language, they all appear to be recycled posts. They all seem to be related to the previous posts, meaning they're using bots. At the moment, Temu is very much a real platform offering a variety of real, heavily discounted products, from air fryers to wireless Lenovo earbuds, computer keyboards, $15, clothes, $1.69 for 5 pairs of socks. Oh my. Users who turn to Temu this month as a lifeline for holiday shopping, so this was for the December shopping spree, where we had the highest inflation in the U.S. It made it one of the fastest growing platforms in the U.S. Instead of asking, what do they sell? The better question, what don't they sell? Users on the Temu website or app are immediately besieged, overrun by deals of all kinds. Running shoes for $17, universal wrenches for $4.48. A banner brags about items up to 90% off of retail prices. It is absolutely amazing. Pinduoduo launched Temu in September in order to embrace the American market, and their website, Temu's website, lists an office in downtown Boston. That's just to throw you off. This is a Chinese company. Make no bones about it. And they are raking in the dough. What is the catch? Because there has to be a catch. Julie Roper Malloy, who is looks like she might be a consumer. She wrote on a website when they asked for your comments that the package she ordered from Temu containing all of her Christmas gifts never arrived. Despite the company's pledge, it would be delivered by December the 19th at the latest. She wrote, "Still waiting for my order from November. Thanks, Temu, you ruined Christmas." In a series of Facebook messages with Time magazine, Miss Roper Malloy says she spent $178 on gifts from Temu for her family, which included 2 drones and some makeup for her daughter. But the items never arrived. She said she contacted the company several times for a refund, and that never arrived. She said she would definitely be more diligent in the future when ordering online. Here's an update. As of the date of this article's publication, which was December of 2022, she had received her orders and a refund, which gets me to a point. I ordered a cover-up for a bathing suit, and the bathing suit was fine. The cover-up didn't cover anything. So I packed it back up, went online to find out how to return it. They immediately came in the little chat thing and told me, keep it. We can either send you a refund or another size bigger. I could keep it and get a refund? Who does that? So I kept the bathing suit because it fit fine. I found another cover up at Walmart somewhere, and I took the scarf that came, the cover up that came with it and turned it into a scarf. Necessity is the mother of invention. Anyway, I kept it, and they sent my money back, put my money back on my card. So with the Better Business Bureau, Temu currently has a C rating, an average customer rating of 1.4 stars out of 5. Now, that's only from 20 reviews, but complaints are separate from reviews, which do not factor into the Better Business Bureau's official rating. A spokesperson at the BBB says it's unusual for such a new company to receive so many complaints in such a short amount of time. She also notes that Temu has acknowledged and responded to every complaint that was posted, but many of those complaints remain unresolved. Now, Temu's rise, their rapid rise in the American market, could have a bigger impact, not in terms of privacy concerns, because I also heard parts of that class action lawsuit was that when you put the app on your phone, they were looking at your pictures, they were reading your text messages. Who gave them permission to do that? That's part of the lawsuit. So not even in terms of privacy concerns, but in terms of pressure on American companies and workers. You got to work fast and furious to keep up with them. More and more American consumers were flocking to Temu to buy cut-rate goods. That could pressure Amazon and other competitors to slash their prices, which would affect wages. This is an interesting example of the manufacturing base in China getting sufficiently sophisticated that it no longer feels like it needs to go through distributors. Whew, my allergies. They're selling directly to consumers. They're cutting out the middleman, and so therefore they can pass those savings on to the buyer. There are a lot of people who are hurting economically and looking for a bargain. This is obviously going to put pressure on producers of goods to further cut their cost basis and their profit structure, which could have the consequence of further eroding domestic manufacturing in the U.S. Now, originally, this story told me that Temu was a subsidiary of the parent company, Pinduoduo. However, in an update, they advised me that Pinduoduo is not the parent company of Temu. Both of these are subsidiaries of Pinduoduo Incorporated. I don't know how that's possible. Temu officially incorporated in Delaware, but they're headquartered in Boston. Although it's owned by the global commerce group PDD Holdings, which is owned by the Chinese billionaire Colin Huang, who I told you about earlier. He's 43 years old. It is the sister site to domestic e-commerce platform Pinduoduo, and the parent company is PDD Holdings. That was founded in 2015, relocated its headquarters to Dublin, Ireland in 2023. At the end of last year, PDD, the parent company, their market capitalization surpassed their fellow Chinese giant, Alibaba. Alibaba is likened to Amazon here. That made PDD the most valuable U.S.-listed Chinese company. That reportedly made Colin Huang, the second richest man in China, even though the company's stock price has dipped and is off 10% in the year to date. Now, why am I telling you all this about Temu? Because they harass you to buy their products. Yes, they're cheap. Temu earrings, 97 cents. That's right. It's very thin. It's not a lot to it. But for 97 cents, I buy every color they got. That's what they count on. Repeat sales. Repeat huge sales. They had some sneakers that came in these real pretty colors, bright yellow, green, orange, real pretty purple and blue. They were $12 a pair. Now you know, U.S. consumers, you know how we do it. If I can get one pair for $12, let me get 2, 3. Let me get all the colors. They count on that. And they are dripping in money. Yeah, you shopping like a billionaire, but they are the ones that are reaping the profits. As a side note, I want to tell you this story. Excuse me. About a Vietnam company. No, it's not Chinese, but they are all Asian. In April of this year, I found an article about Southeast Asia's biggest fraud ever. A billionaire who owned this company had bought into a failing bank in Vietnam. And of course, the Vietnam government was happy for them to take it over and stop it from failing. However, it was uncovered that this billionaire had defrauded $12.5 billion, and I'm talking dollars, not yin or yang or whatever their money is. And it involves some of Vietnam's top bankers and officials. On Thursday, so this article came out April the 12th. I don't know what day that was, but April the 12th. And on Thursday, in April, they sentenced this 67-year-old businesswoman to death. They're going to put her to death for stealing $12.5 billion. And it involved some 84 other defendants, including her husband. Her husband was sentenced to 9 years in prison, and even she had some close relatives that had to serve time. But she is going to be put to death. There were 3 executives who were also given life prison sentences. 15 former officers from the Vietnam State Bank, 3 officials from the government inspectorate, and 1 from the state auditing office. These people are going to do life. However, the ringleader, she's 67 years old, they're going to put this woman to death. And the article says they're only making an example out of her, but this goes on all the time. I'm telling you about this story because it's closely related to Temu. Temu came in and they are flooding the market and they are taking over. Got to keep an eye on a company that does that. Also, remember China owns TikTok. The U.S. government said TikTok is spying on users illegally. And TikTok is fighting it tooth and nail. Every time something goes wrong with some of these computers or system goes down or we get hacked, I believe the Chinese folks is letting us know. We got a hold on you, we got a handle on you, and we can do with you what we want as it relates to e-commerce, as it relates to technology. They got us hand over foot. We got to pay attention. So anyway, Temu, T-E-M-U. If you haven't shopped there, you probably know somebody who has shopped there. They are making a killing. But do your homework. Do not be deceived. They're doing all this for a reason. And of course, that's my humble opinion. I hope something has been said today that gives you some enlightenment. Share it. Tell somebody else about Temu. I'm telling you, they probably already know about them. I'd like for you to share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I have uploaded a website. You don't know what you don't know. .net. That's how you can find it. And also, still working on those t-shirts. But I now have a Facebook group, a Facebook page called Information Nation. Go over, follow it, join me. We can share photos, stories, pictures, recipes, poetry. Let's get to know each other. Join me on Facebook. I'm still going to continue to do my videos over here, but let's have fun with this thing. Why not? The internet is top of the line. We can do whatever we like to do. And as always, remember, you don't know what you don't know. Thanks for listening.